Hello and welcome to another Let's Build video. In this one we're building something really cool because, well, we found this particular layout online and I thought, yeah, it looks cool, but what if I crank it up a notch? How would that look like? So naturally I cranked it up a notch and I used Thrive leads to build this particular layout. As you can see, you've got to admit, I mean, it looks a lot better than the original one, and it's pretty similar to the original one in a sort of way as well, because the actual opt-in form, it's pretty similar, right? All I've changed are the colors, you know, and I've only changed the colors because of this image, right? I wanted the color scheme to match the image, and I'm going to tell you why I chose not to display a transparent background image. Okay, but for now, let's jump right in and see how we can build this. Don't go away, because this is going to be really cool. So first things first, we're in Thrive Leads and we're going to choose a template. Obviously, I'm not going to build this from scratch. I mean, I don't know why would you do that from scratch, only to prove a point that you can, but you don't have to. I mean, you have all of these gorgeous templates. By the way, I'm going to choose round image one step. You have all of these cool images and all of these cool templates, you know, that were made by our design team. You can just use them and tweak them. You know, it's much easier. You can use them as a foundation. Now, this template, since I'm on a laptop right now, this looks a bit too big, right? So I'm gonna reduce the size. First of all, I'm gonna click on this content box, go to main options, and instead of 600, I'm gonna type in 500 to be a perfect circle. You need two exact values, okay? Now, we're gonna look at both of these examples along the way to show you what's my logic behind all of this. But first of all, you know, the reason why I didn't want to build an exact copy is that, first of all, yeah, I wanted to make it look cooler, but also the idea here is that you know, you can learn something so that you can build these things for yourself. You know, you can build the thing that I'm building right now for yourself, okay, and using nothing else than Thrive leads, basically. Okay, so first of all, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna apply this this color that I have here on my content box here. So I'm not going to use the exact color. You can, you know, you have the ColorZilla Chrome extension if you want to, but I'm just gonna eyeball it from now. I'm gonna use this color, but the thing that's distracting me is this color that's already here. So we'll get rid of it. Clicked on the Thrive Leads element and got rid of the color, and now these cool lines here, right? On the original design, it was a bit more basic, but as you can see, I cranked it up a notch. So on this content box, go to decorations, and on the top part, we'll apply a fancy divider. So I'm going to choose it, and I'm going to choose the shuffle fancy divider. So don't worry, we'll deal with the color later. So we'll increase it, and the color, I'm going to leave the white color, and I'm only going to decrease the opacity. But since I only like even numbers, 10 looks good, but I think I'm going to add 15. I'm more of a perfectionist, okay? And yeah, this looks about right. Now, I don't like this button here. That's, you know, with the black background. So I'm going to move it there, and I'm going to remove the background, so it looks like that. Very simple, okay? Now let's move on to the text. Okay, so basically the text here says download your free branding 101 guide. Did I nail it? Yeah, with an exclamation mark. And I'm gonna bold this text, but you can use any font you want, but I recommend you use simple fonts like this one. Only free is like this, and I'm gonna make this white right off the bat. Okay, As simple as that. And now here we have a couple of more text elements. So we have this claim your freebies below, and we have a couple of bullet points. Okay, so all we have to do, we have one text here, no need to add another one. We'll just duplicate this. And then this one will transform it into the claim your freebie below. So we're going to write that, claim your freebies below. I reckon it was italic and bold. Okay, and I'm going to leave it white for now, only because I want to add the image, you know, in the end, and I'm gonna match the colors, you know, depending on the image, right? So I'm going to show you how you can do that for the image that you choose, because obviously you're not going to choose this image, but stick around because I'm going to tell you something about the image as well. So claim your freebies below, we can leave it like that, and this one, the bullet point. Okay, now the problem here is that even in my design and even in the original design, the text here comes in a bit inward. So what does that mean? That means we have some paddings on this big content box that pushes the content, you know. So we'll go to layout and position, and we'll add some more lateral paddings. So here we can add maybe 90. I think it isn't too much, and 90 on the other side to be even, you know. And we can now replace this text here with what it says here. But obviously, you know, I'm gonna write what it says here because, you know, I have to write something, but in your own case, you can write whatever you offer on your own lead magnet or whatever it is that you offer on your website in exchange for an email address, okay? So here it's gonna say free email course on branding basics. Free email course on branding basics. Okay, now what do I want to do? I want to align it to the left side, and it looks about right. Okay, and does this need to be? No, I'm only going to increase the size a bit, but later on that, and I'm going to duplicate it, right? And on this one, I can decrease the margin, the bottom margin, because as you can see, there's too much space here, and I don't need that. So let's say 10. 10 will do. And here it says free logo inspiration ebook. Okay, free logo inspiration ebook. And now, yeah, I should have duplicated after I increased the size. Now I have to increase the size on both of them. So 18, I think, looks good. 18 on this one as well. Now, this one here can be something like 20, I think. No, too much. No, I said too much and I added 21. Yeah, my brain doesn't work properly today. Let's say 18, 19. I'm too much of a perfectionist with these numbers, but it doesn't really matter. And here below, you know, on the original one, it said 100% privacy, you know, you can write something here. Maybe that will make it GDPR compliant. You know, you say that, you know, by entering your email address, you also be added to our mailing list or whatever, you know, so that you don't have any complaints from your users. Okay, now we can deal with the positioning of this content box. So we'll go to layout and position. We have a lot of space here, but we are going to remove it and we're going to place it to be something like this. Okay, the only problem is that I don't see, yeah, I want to see this too. So I'll move it there somewhere, and then this one, I'm going to move it around here, and this, I'm going to move it to something like this. Right, really simple. Using the layout and position element, you can position these elements yourself. I'm going to move it a bit to the outside, something like that. And this one, let's see which side works. I never know which side works in these cases, but this side, okay? to something like that. I want it to be almost symmetrical to, hold on, to this one right here, okay? And now, basically we can go ahead and replace this image, okay? So now, I said we'll talk about the image. In the original design, you had this beautiful, gorgeous looking transparent background image. And I realized that, you know, it's not that easy to have a transparent background image, especially for your own website, you know, that is personalized for yourself, let alone, you know, a beautiful stock free transparent image, you know. And I thought I would use this website called Unsplash, which I use a lot, and you can find a lot of cool free images that you can use for your own website, even if it's not, you know, personalized or not with the thing that you're selling or that you're giving away. You can use it, you know, to sort of hint to something that you are selling, maybe until you make your own image for your brand, whatever, right? So I removed the gradient because we don't need that. Click on the image to replace it. And I select this image, which I simply downloaded from unsplash.com, right? Simple as that. They should pay us because we mentioned them too much. Okay, now this here, right? I want to basically match my colors on this this opt-in form to this this image here. Now, to choose the proper image for your opt-in form, you know, first of all, you need to choose a professional looking image, obviously, but I would recommend that you choose an image with a color that stands out, right? In that way, you can match the colors on the opt-in form to the color in the image, right? Design 101, basically. So here I'm gonna basically use this Chrome extension, which is ColorZilla, right? Click on page color active, and I'll simply hover over this, select it, and this will give me the color on the image, right? I will enter full screen again, and now I can simply select this text, okay? I'll go to main options, apply it right over here, and we'll see how it looks. Hold on a second. It looks a bit too dark, right? So in this case, I can, you know, I can reduce the color a bit so that it looks nice, right? Still don't like how it looks too much, but it's important to be similar to the color of the image, right? Text is a bit sensitive, right? So I can maybe use, this is the perfectionist in me.
6 months later.
All right, so this seems about right. Now, normally I would say this is a global color, but since, you know, I cannot apply the same color to the text and the button because on the text it looks a bit different and on the button it looks different. So now I'm going to apply it on the button. I'll click on the lead generation element, edit form elements, and click on the button. And I'll simply go to background style and apply it over here as well. And as you can see here, it looks fine, right? It is a bit different from this text here, but yeah, I'm sorry, the designers are gonna kill me basically when they see me this. I'm just kidding, they're not, but you know. And basically this is how it should look like on your desktop, right? Pretty cool. We'll take a look how it looks on the front end as well, for example on a blog. And last but not least, on the desktop, you know, here in the original one, I'll show you this because it's more in your face. You can see this purple here. This is actually part of the screen filler, right? And it's not 100% solid, right? It's a bit transparent as well. That's cool. We'll click on the Thrive Leads element here. Go to background style. Remember that I removed the annoying image. And here, basically, you can apply any color that is relevant to your brand, right? For example, if we were to apply it on the Thrive Themes website, maybe we could apply, you know, some shade of green, I don't know, like this, right? I'm just saying, I'm just, you know, off the top of my head. But basically, you know, if you have an orange themed website or a red themed website, you can apply the red orangish color and you can reduce the opacity so that the content on that page is visible as well. Okay, we're going to leave it like this, and now let's check it on mobile as well. In fact, let's have a look at the tablet first of all and see how it looks like. Now, the actual opt-in form looks fine. All we have to do is adjust the content box and this design element a bit. So we'll move it, let's say 125 maybe. Excellent. And this here, let's move it a bit upwards as well. I would say something like this. And this one, we'll move it down the side of here to be maybe something like this. Okay, and this other one here as well, let's say it can be placed like this. You see, it's very simple to adjust these things in order to make them look good on tablet as well. I mean, how cool is this? You can just drag elements around with your mouse, you know, and this is amazing. Can we just take a moment to just appreciate how cool it is? I mean, if you think about it, 10 years ago, this sort of thing would have been impossible. And right now, we're so spoiled that we can use these things exactly how we want. So with that being said, let's move on to the mobile. And here, all we have to do is just move it a bit upwards. And this one, let's say something like this maybe. I don't even know how to put it. You can even hide it if you want to, right? You can make it disappear on a mobile. I think that's what I'm going to do because I'm not really sure how to place this. Now, if you're a designer and you have experience with these sort of things, go ahead and place it wherever you want. But I'm not a designer and I'm not really sure what to do with it. But in my opinion, I think it looks really cool on all devices. So that's pretty much how you can build this layout. Now let's take a quick look and see how the user will see it on the front end. So here I am on a blog post that I set up with Thrive Architect on this website. And as you can see, this is our screen filler Lightbox, right? As you can see, the overlay as well, the transparent overlay. Now you can increase this if you want to, but I wouldn't, go over the top with the color here. And no, overall, I think it looks cool. And to exit it, you simply click on the X button. Now that's about it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and that you enjoy these kinds of videos, right? That you get inspired to build more stuff yourselves with our products. Now, as I mentioned in the previous video, if you see a cool layout online, Google Forms in the description, you can send us that layout via either a link or an image or anything you want. Okay, so again, really hope you enjoyed it. If you did so, give it a like. And also, if you want to see more of these videos when we actually publish them, don't forget to subscribe to Thrive Themes. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.